So I'm over doing my gaming videos, and then I notice when I upload my videos, it's saying, "Is this for kids?" You're legally required to say if it's for kids or not. If you don't do it, you could get in big trouble. And if you do it the wrong way, you could be fined up to $42,530. And I'm like, what the heck is this? What kind of unreasonable bull crap is this? And then I see the FTC talking like this.
The FTC is bringing independent piecemeal actions against content creators for violating COPPA. That may discourage content creators from posting content on YouTube. So the analogy that I think of, imperfect, is the expression about shooting fish in a barrel. And YouTube is the barrel, and the content creators are the fish. And so it's a place where this content is centralized, and essentially it's easy for us to find.
COPPA attitude on a trick. You see how these people talk? When they get a little power, they're like fish in a bucket, easy to find. $42,000 fine. And now we're getting regulation from the government with nobody even protesting it. Like, where are you people at? Anytime it's actually time to protest and say something, you don't. It's always on stupid things. This is important. Now, I see they have this rule where they say, oh, YouTube is not supposed to be collecting the information of children. Okay. Well, then YouTube, just don't do it. There you go. But these guys, like, I want everybody to just think for a second. The FTC fined Google $170 million. These people, like, who gets $170 million? Where does this money go? Now, you know it's just not going to stop here because the children's information is being taken, quotation marks. It's government regulation of user-generated content, which is something that the government does not like. They hate it. And none of y'all, and I mean none of y'all, correctly address this situation. Even speak up for your own user-generated content. When the government is coming out telling you social media is bad, it needs to be regulated, you go along with it. When they're pointing at Mark Zuckerberg and saying mean things to him and saying your website sucks, what you're doing sucks, you don't say anything because Mark Zuckerberg, well, he's a trick joker. He may be a trick joker, but that Facebook is yours. Your Facebook page, your YouTube. Even if you don't have a channel, if you're just watching YouTube, that's your YouTube. You should be defending your YouTube. You should be speaking up for your YouTube. And when I say defending and speaking up for your YouTube, I'm talking about when people like Sacha and Cohen comes out here saying that, oh, it needs to be regulated by the government. And everybody, now there's people coming out saying COPPA is bad now. COPPA is ruining YouTube now. But you need to understand how it all works. To take away your user-generated content freedom of speech. Yes, I know it's a private website, but we know that when the government is involved, it is a self-interest that they have. For example, in Nigeria right now, they are proposing a social media bill. And in that bill, It is talking about going against people who undermine the confidence in the government's policies. So if you are saying things that will go against them, basically, you're in trouble. These are the bills that are popping up around the world, and you think, oh, it's just America. No, no, no. It's that global thing. That so-called conspiracy thing. That's not actually a conspiracy. These governments want to have total control. Why don't you understand that? Stop it. Think. You don't like Donald Trump, right? So you don't think Donald Trump would love to have control over social media to where they couldn't really criticize him that much? Couldn't really say anything too bad about him? Okay, you're a Republican. So when a Democrat gets in office and they have a law like this, not necessarily COPPA, but what Sacha Baron Cohen wants and a whole bunch of other jokers want, you don't think they're going to abuse that? Talking to Republicans, because you put yourself in that box. I'm mature life independent. I'm not in either box. But that Democrat, you better believe, is going to use that law. Anytime when somebody speaks out against them, they're going to say, no, no, no. You're not supposed to do that. This is bad. And they're gonna make it sound like it's something else. Russian or something like that. But really what they're saying is, you're not supposed to be talking against the government. You're only supposed to say what MSNBC is saying. You're only supposed to say what CNN is saying. Think about how crazy that is. They're telling you that if you do not repeat the same thing that CNN is saying, if you do not repeat the same thing that Fox News is saying, then you're bad. You're causing trouble. You should be held accountable by politicians. Clearly something is wrong. Donald Trump is bad. Yeah, but anytime he does the bad stuff, you don't criticize that stuff. You criticize the stupidest things. When he says, go for the guns first, due process later, you completely ignore that. When he says he wants to close that internet up, you completely ignore that and talk about freaking cages, the same freaking cages that Obama had. And then Republicans, you don't even question anything. You just say everything Trump is doing is good. And it's not even about Trump. It's about these freaking Congress people. These people who are here, they are proof that there is corruption going on because they are career politicians. They are there over year after year. These people don't go away. How long have we seen Nancy Pelosi? This trick is going to be a freaking crib keeper walking around in this giant. Spider webs walking around up in this giant. It's pathetic. Nobody should be agreeing with Sacha Baron Cohen. This guy did the Borat movie, right? And you feel as if this guy was for freedom of speech or something. This is a long time ago, but I was like, oh, okay, it's edgy. Come to find out, this guy ain't no good. He's dirty. He said he can do a Borat movie, but he don't want us to do Borat stuff for our own self. He want to regulate the user-generated content and only have it to where we watch TV and whatever TV says goes. And they want the internet to be like TV. No. That's bullcrap. Underlying point. If you understand how COPPA is ruining YouTube, then you should understand how social media regulation would ruin YouTube and ruin the internet, and you do not want social media regulation from these people, these corrupt people who do not have your best interests. They have lobbyists. These people are influenced by other things, other entities. We don't lobby. We just work and do life things. These people sit here all day and get bribed. They're not good people. None of them are speaking out against this. When AOC was talking to Mark Zuckerberg, how do you, if I put up an ad of lies and then y'all went and posted that crap up as if she made a point. No. They put lies on TV every day. Where's the people speaking out against that? Where's the people speaking out against COINTELPRO? The fake accounts that put fake comments. I'm talking about the government using fake comments. I'm talking about the government using the fake ads. Their COINTELPRO people are the ones running the fake ads. Just so they could come up and say, oh, look, they're doing this. You only like it because the government regulation, you think you like the government regulation because it's going to stop Donald Trump from getting elected again. Chick jugger. The people on both sides were fake accounts. U.S. government fake accounts. They were the ones running those ads. And then at the end of the day saying it's Russians. They call people Russian bots when they were the people the whole time. That's a lie. And they won't even admit that. They never will admit that. And they never would admit it, COINTELPRO, had it not been for those people who actually had to break in and take the documents out. You do not want these people to regulate the internet. If you don't like Hitler, you do not want these people to regulate the internet. Why? Because you are setting it up for a Hitler type situation. And if the ADL was so, ADL, if they were really what they are about, then they would be all for not having another Hitler type situation. They're doing the exact opposite. They're advocating for somebody to come in and be like, okay, we shutting this thing down. Y'all not gonna say whatever you want to say. And the only thing is whatever the government says, that's gonna be it. You're crazy if you want that. Start thinking.